Welcome to episode 36 of the Webcomic Beacon Presents first issue.
I'm Marcus.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Fes. And this is Green Lantern Corpse, number 1. There's a P there.
That's
Core.
not how
There's
you
a P
pronounce
there.
it.
Core, like esprit de corps.
That'd be an E.
That's
French.
because it's French.
So
You are an idiot.
I'm just speaking like I'm speaking the American term.
Have at
Yeah.
him, internet.
It's
The American term is
term is
however
still
the fuck
core.
I want.
Yeah, though the American term is still core.
That's the English term. I'm talking about the American term where,
No.
in America.
No.
Okay, so
Anyway,
we have this cover with the Green Lantern.
the Green Lantern people, you don't get to say the word anymore.
The Green Lanterns are coming out of the background.
Oh, you're avoiding it now.
I told him to.
We can get all Pavlovian on this. We'll just
God,
beat him
yeah.
into submission whenever he says it
It's
wrong.
probably the best idea.
Put my
Okay.
pencil down, please.
No.
Yes.
Oh, anyways, there is one Green Lantern that I recognize from the cartoon, one I remember from the death of Superman, and a bunch of people that I've never seen before in my life.
Well, they're Green Lanterns. They're just a bunch of I mean, you can kind of see some of them.
Oh, I think that giant dude was in the movie.
Hey, Kilowog, man.
Sure, why not?
It's Kilowog.
So, but basically, the two front runners here is Guy Gardner, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And
John
John
Stewart.
Which a lot of people will remember John Stewart from the Justice League comic, cartoon
series.
Yeah.
animated series, and I remember Guy Gardner from absolutely nothing.
Guy Gardner comes up here and there.
He's mostly in the comics.
people know him from like the Giffen run of Justice League in the 1980s,
Yeah.
in which he was a really fun, if annoying, character.
Yeah, his whole deal is he's fucking crazy, and he probably should have been a Red Lantern if those existed back then.
Yeah, pretty much.
However,
And he has moon boots and white gloves.
Yeah, and depending on the
I love
version,
his jacket though.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I've always wanted his costume.
Yeah, that's the same jacket he's worn.
I love the
so.
little shirt jacket and the
Yeah.
boots and the...
So I think this is a fairly cool, coming at you sort of cover. Green Lantern
Green Lanterns.
coming at you, just, because it's a Green Lantern book that's supposed to be of a core of them, where, you're going to have a group shot of such, but, there's a sort of background there, there's a sort of thing. It works for me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we open it up. We're at
And everything's made out of rubber.
a Green Lantern
Yeah.
sector house, which is...
It's somewhere in the universe. It's not here.
It's on the
That's all you
planet
need to
of
really
rubber.
know.
It's the planet of rubber.
And the people of rubber.
People are rubber.
Now, is that because that they're all Green Lanterns, or is it because the coloring is off?
It's the coloring.
Okay.
If you page ahead to Earth, Earth is all rubbery too.
Ah, okay.
So...
And,
basically, this guy is being imprisoned because he probably did something bad, and the Green Lanterns are...
Well, look at him. He's ugly. Of course he did something bad.
yeah.
Don't you know anything
Evil
about...
is ugly.
Yeah.
All right. And he's like saying, I'm going to get you, and you motherfuckers, and suddenly, he splits in half.
Yep.
And
the other things split.
and then
in
other
half.
things are getting sliced up, and...
I think George Lucas is going to sue somebody for these character designs, because I swear to God I saw these in the prequels of fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, I mean, it's like, when I'm reading this, I was like, oh, shit, this is dark,
Yeah.
I'm not used to reading dark comics. And it's just, yeah.
Yep.
We got our setup here of, there's a mysterious force fucking killing Green Lanterns here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get then we turn the page and we get to the guy from the Kids in the Halls going, I'm crushing your planet! I'm crushing your planet! No, it's Guy Gardner looking all kind of,
This is sad Guy Gardner.
sad Guy Gardner.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Because he kind of looks like a really old version of Eminem, and it's a little disconcerting.
Well, I think it's starting to go back to the origins of, the original version of Guy Gardner, where he was just kind of this janitor who became a Green Lantern. And this comic does go into that, a little later on. We go into he's looking for a job,
Yep,
and
he wants to coach.
He wants to coach.
Oh, he wants to
at
coach
the
high school, and
and
despite being an intergalactic police officer, he assumes that their insurance will somehow cover this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before we get to that part,
Yeah.
we have this nice scene where he's kind of like waiting for this interview, and there's a bunch of people. It's like, you're Guy Gardner, you're like the Green Lantern, do Green Lantern stuff. It's and this is where you do get a bit of the answers for the audience.
Yeah.
We got basically, well, the important information here is
explains what
that
they do.
he's the number. There's another Green Lantern that's above him. He's the second Green Lantern, and that there's supposed to be two lanterns per sector of the galaxy. And there's like 7,200 lanterns, so do the math there.
And Earth needs like 6, so...
Well, yeah, there's that's what confuses me about this, because, I mean, you got...
I think there's 4.
There's 4 generally, because there's Hal, Kyle, Guy, and John.
Yeah.
But
And
this comic does point out that Hal's not supposed to be a Green Lantern.
Well, that is true.
Anymore, anyway. If you read Green Lantern #1, he's not a Green Lantern, though. It's
In Justice League #1...
It suggests that he might become one, and then in Justice League #1, he's clearly a Green Lantern.
But that might be... That's
And
set
then-
5 years before, so that might be before he was stripped.
And Kyle shows up as a Green Lantern in one of these upcoming comics.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's at least
New
three.
Guardians.
The
The
New
New Guardians.
Guardians.
Yeah, there's at
Yeah,
least
and-
3 for Earth alone, which to tell you just how ridiculously dangerous it is to live on this planet.
Apparently.
I would love to find out. Speaking of the insurance thing, I'd love to see what kind of intergalactic insurance companies would be like when they ask you where the hell you live, and you say Earth, and they'd be like, "Oh, you mean a place that needs 3 Green Lanterns when most entire sectors of space need only 2?
See,
Get the fuck out of here!"
I want to see somebody do a comic starring Maxwell Lord from, and he's running the insurance company.
That
for
would be
all this.
awesome.
That would be.
I got a feel for
Really-
Guy here.
But yeah, you've got
just-
you've got sad Guy Gardner.
You know, it's like, I mean, I was always told that Guy Gardner's supposed to be the asshole.
And he usually is written as such,
Yeah.
ever since the 1980s. And here, it's kind of halfway in between. Because when he's responding to people in the lobby, he's being a smartass.
Yeah.
But he's also being portrayed here as very blue-collar. And
Yeah.
he's just kind of this...
He's a pretty
down-to-earth
normal
guy.
dude, Like, he's
Yeah.
like, hey, yeah, this is my job, but it doesn't pay anything. I need to make fucking money.
Yeah.
You know,
I
that's
want
it.
to coach kids.
Yeah,
and-
it's like I want to
So
help kids out. What the fuck?
we're actually falling really behind in review here. So we
Yeah.
we come across to one of the other Green Lanterns, who is
John
John
Stewart.
Stewart,
John Stewart.
which is kind of working for a building company or contracting company. He's using his ring to show, hey, this is the basically design, the layout. You're going to be building it like this.
Yeah, he's an architect.
Yeah, and he's kind of, and then they're all like, well, we don't have to do all this extra safety stuff that you say, and
He doesn't have a very pleased response to that.
no, but he has a very good argument, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, with all the shit that happens, you probably should.
And on top of that, it's like, come on, so you don't get like a $900,000 Christmas bonus this year? Fuck you.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talk about insurance in this comic.
Yeah, so he's all like, nah, screw you guys, and Guy Gardner's all like, and so
Yeah.
It's like, why won't you fucking let me coach kids? Like, that doesn't matter. Anyways, on another planet that's going to have a hell of a time with their insurance rates.
Meanwhile-
the planet Blue.
It's underwater. It's like 99%.
Yeah, it's
all we
made out
see
of blue rubber.
is something's going on. We don't quite know what's going on, but we know
Someone
something's
pulled the
going
plug out of the drain.
Yeah. Floosh.
on. Yeah, I guess that is what happens.
That's literally what happened. Somebody's
it's
pulled
floosh.
Yes,
See?
yeah,
Floosh.
somebody pulled the plug out of the drain in the middle of the planet, okay?
All right.
Yep.
Well, okay. There we go. Cut back to Guy Gardner and John Stewart. Just kind of, they honestly, this scene, they need to be drinking beers.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
so need to be
totally.
drinking beers.
But
in
the
this
problem
scene.
is they're out in space, and that's very hard to do.
Yeah, the beers would explode.
Yeah.
'Cause they just...
Have you no imagination?
Hey, one of the...
I suppose it would be inside that little green field.
Yeah,
so they have
inside
you
that
still
green
have
field,
that.
and then you just gotta, I mean, you
Yeah.
could probably just dump it out and then kind of maybe play with it a little bit. I don't know. They're
wouldn't be
Green
fun.
Lanterns. They could fucking do it.
However, I do love the fact that right as they leave Earth, the moon collides with the planet. I'm just like, you assholes! I'm like, wait a minute, they can't hear that.
that's the sun. That's the sun, dude. It's an eclipsing. It's style.
The
That's
fucking moon
really-
is running into the sun. The
Wow.
fucking Earth.
Okay. And it's still running into the
It
earth.
looks like there's debris, okay? That's a really weird...
In any
look.
case, they're heading back to Green Lantern headquarters, and Guy Gardner's just kind of showing off and being like, "Woo, yeah,
He's like, I love it. I can be myself here with all the aliens.
yeah."
And they leave me alone. Iggy.
Yeah, and then basically there's like a guy that's kind of like the central sort of thing that's kind of like, what are you guys doing here? Go away,
Yeah.
go away. You stop
Like,
bothering me.
He's
It's
like, I
like-
hate you, stupid human thing.
And then
You're ugly.
they get word that, some Green Lanterns are being killed. So it's like, well, we got nothing to do. Earth doesn't need more Green Lanterns. So it's like, let's go!
Yeah, shit. I mean, these two are gone. There's still like 6 of them hanging out over there.
Yeah. So then they grab a rag team full of Green Lanterns.
But it almost seems like they invite themselves, because I swear to God, I didn't see them actually getting these guys. Although I do love this Sheriff Marin chick.
Yeah.
It's because she seems to come from a planet of people who are completely pink, and that's cool. But the awesome thing is that they seem to exist in a planet where fashion is exactly the same as it was in the 1960s on Earth.
Yes, I'm
Well,
digging that.
See, out of
And
all these...
I love this panel too.
Yeah.
Just Vandor and Hanu and it just these.
It's like,
these
yeah, okay, who the
It's
hell
like,
are these
woo,
people?
I don't know.
should I know?
It's okay.
Am
you
I supposed to
know?
be feeling nostalgic right now, or am I supposed to be excited for seeing new people?
I don't know.
There
I do like
there are
the-
other people here.
I do like the pink lady, her Sheriff Maron,
Yeah.
is like, I'm kind of interested in her, because she's sheriff. It's like,
Well,
what's
yeah,
that,
and she's
Yeah,
also-
nobody else
yeah.
is sheriff.
Yeah, everyone else just has their normal name. She's got a
yeah,
title.
she's
That's pretty cool.
sheriff, dude.
Yeah.
And this is, I do like how this is, I like how they decided not to do a full 2-page splash, because it really didn't, I would have felt the 2-page splash would have been wasted on this.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see this a little bit more, where you got, like, the top half.
Yeah.
Even Animal Man had a sort of like a splash page at the top, but it was framed by other panels.
Yeah.
It's sort of, and then there was Red Lanterns, which felt it needed to dedicate full 2 pages of Death Kitty, which is okay, but it was kind of a waste.
I am so happy about Death Kitty though.
Yeah.
That cat
Death
is
Kitty
awesome.
made
Yeah,
me so happy.
Dexstar.
Yeah.
Death
Anyway,
Star.
So anyway, Green Lanterns, and they basically what they were going to figure out what happened to the other 2 lanterns that were sent out to check out what happened on Blue Planet, and then this
they find out. Shush.
and they.
Spoilers.
I know. I'm catching myself.
Stuff happens.
They
They
land on.
find out. That's all.
Yeah, they go to the Blue Planet and they find out. Oh,
Shit happened here. Okay.
yeah. So we got that going on, and I actually thought this was a pretty good book. It was.
Yeah.
We got an insight of the Green Lanterns that you're going to be more so familiar with. Maybe not as much. I mean, John Stewart is probably going to be the one that most non-comic book readers are going to recognize from the
Yeah.
cartoon Justice League. Guy Gardner, don't really know anything unless you read maybe Justice League International, and even then you just get a little piece of him. I think it introduces Guy pretty well. We just get a little bit of John Stewart, which I think works, and then we get a little bit more of, all right, this is kind of like how Green Lanterns are. We get a little bit of more information. It does kind of seem slapped on when they put their team together. It's like, it's like named people.
They're just hanging out.
Hey!
Like,
Okay, but
And you never see them again. You see their feet.
it has more of a setup for leading into the second one. Obviously, the stars are going to be Guy and John here, and so if you're liking the dynamics, kind of going there, this will probably tell you whether or not I would give this a succeeds. Personally.
Yeah.
All right. I give it a succeeds. I think the story's told well, it's set up well, it's a good introduction to the characters. I'm not wild about the art, I'm really not wild about the coloring, but, it told the story, so, hey, there it is.
I give it succeeds as well, for essentially the same reasons. I have nothing further to add.
And that is Green Lantern Corpse by #1 from DC Comics.